are you all doing today? I thought we could just stand and walk the river for a little while. This is fascinating. Endlessly fascinating, I think. Always nice to come down the river and have a look around, see what's here, see if you can see any animals, maybe some otters or some kingfishers or herons or squirrels. You never know, there's a chance. So hello everybody, welcome to Southern Scotland. I thought we might discuss what I put in the title as well, about never being able to step into the same river twice. I shall tell my watch that I've stopped walking, shall I? It's asking me about it. At the end of my workout, I shall pause it. Paused. There we go. Hello, Heavenly Dew. Welcome. How are you? Normally the river isn't this powerful or fast, like you call. It's normally not this muddy either. The sun's coming out, that's nice. Shall I see if I can step down there a little bit? Well, Colby, thank you for the award as well. Fancy living in that house up there? Zoom in on it. Some nice old 19th century, I think, house. Yes, let's see if we can go down here without losing the signal too much. Now this looks like it's some steps, but it's actually not. So I've got to be careful. Go down here, I'm holding on to the handrail. There's a missing batten there. Good morning, Vegan Doe. So the river is coming right up the path here. No, there's really a path. We get the boots left a little bit. Are we losing the signal down here, I wonder? If it's not steps, but it's a slope. It's a slope with battens on it. Crouch down. Water. Also, no, this is the Gala rather than the Tweed, and we are kind of out the other side of town. We're just below Wood Street, if you know where that is. So this is the Gala as it enters the town, really. Under the bridge, railway bridge. So what do you think? What do you think of the quote that I put in the title? Do you think Heraclitus was right? Is it impossible to step into the same river twice? Imagine a fish kissed your shoe and then swam away. What would that mean in terms of fairy tales? The fish kissed my shoe. If you were extremely lucky, we might see some salmon leaping here. Is this the same river that was here yesterday? You see, if you define a river as being a body of water, well, all this water here wasn't here yesterday. So how can it be the same river? If it's flowing, all rivers flow, don't they? Surely all rivers flow by definition. If a river's not flowing, then it's a lake or a pond. But does it matter about the actual water? Is it not something higher than that? Does an insistence on the actual piece of water make the concept of a river redundant? It's uh, it's just a set of battens on a slope. Did I not read the rest of your comments? So technically correct. Yes, I did. But I'm questioning it. Higher than that, such as, well, I mean, is a river something other than just merely pieces of water, constantly changing pieces of water? Is it on another level to that? Does it not matter about the actual individual pieces of water? Is the river something different? Is the river the course of the water? I'm glad you can get signal here, by the way. It's a nice place. I don't think maybe I have scoped here before. Would the river still be a river with no water? That's a good question. Mm. You get dry river beds. They're called wadis in parts of Africa. It's a wadi a river, even when there's no water. How much water? Is a river with no flowing capabilities? Well, like I say, if it doesn't flow, then surely it's a lake. Or is it? I don't know. Because if it's constantly flowing, then the very nature of the change, the very fact that it has a change in it, means that it is possible for it to be a river. So is a river, by definition, something which is constantly changing? Today we're defining rivers, yes we are. Well, it's important to do. You've got to know what a river is. If you want to know if you can step into a river, you've got to know what one is. I wonder um, why this piece of concrete here was put here. Did it change the course of the river? Is that all that it's for? Did it change the course of the river so that a straight bridge could be built here? Stepping into the river, I did down there. I did. I stepped into it just a little bit, only slightly, but it still counts. Counts in my mind, anyway. Around it. So what has to be flowing for it to be considered a river. But if it does not flow, it's only a canal. Ah. Can canals not flow? And do canals have to be man-made? There's some snowdrops over there. If you can see them. So if the course of this river was changed by the concrete here, changed by somebody placing this piece of diversion, if the course of the river was changed, is it the same river? There's some snowdrops over there as well. Yeah, snowdrops. Just going off Google, okay. I know further upstream there's a lot of snowdrops. We'll go there in the next week or two, I think. Look at how the river comes this way, flows down this way, and then it comes up against here, and then it almost comes back on itself around there. Can you see it doing that? It's flowing back up the way. Now I noticed that there, that is where the snowdrops are. So do you remember yesterday I was telling you about snowdrops, how they use the river to distribute themselves. So what happens is the river floods and it picks up the snowdrops from further upstream, and it carries either the plants themselves or the seeds. It carries them downstream, and then it deposits them back on the bank up there. Do you see that? Do you see how there are a little clump of snowdrops there when the river gets flowed back on itself, and the seeds and I think the plants themselves sometimes get deposited up on the other course, the other side of the river, the other bank of the river, a little bit further downstream. That's how snowdrops can travel using the river. And they do that in spring, of course, when the river floods. Well, happy in Pakistan. All about the free ride. Yes, they are. It's clever, though, isn't it? It's clever. It's clever how they do that. Why there's a water outlet all the way up there. Can they send emails? What snowdrops? Um, no, what is it? Is it garlic or cucumbers or something? What's the plant that can send emails? I've forgotten. I don't think they can. Is it asparagus? Something like that. No, I don't think they can, unfortunately. I'm going to try going down here again. Tell me, do what the signal's like as we go down there. Spinach, that's it, spinach. Yeah, now I can step into the river. Ah, definitely getting water seepage in there. Oh dear. It's cold, that river. I'm not going to step into it again. My signal meter still says it's great. Hello, cat in SC. How are you, Hoots12? Signal loses a bit, but not really bad. Okay. Testing the roots. No, testing the theory. Testing the philosophy. Know perfectly well that my boots are leaking now. Thank you, cat. You made it to the stream. Well, he looks to be next to a stream, absolutely. Well, it's more of a river than a stream, I'd say. I was just admiring the brickwork. Look at that. It's interesting or complicated. There's a hook there for some reason. Or a loop. I wonder what so far. Still on the other side. Well, I can see. How many boots do I have? Oh, wow. A few. The colours. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's an amazing colour. Is that a sock? Beautiful. Might have an ice storm tonight. Oh dear. So the weather in Texas is, yes, the orange. I know, isn't it beautiful? The weather in Texas is, it's actually more orange than it appears on screen. It's actually a darker, more vibrant orange. Look at the patterns there on that opposite wall. Can you imagine the Rosie and Jim sailing down the river singing the Rosie and Jim song? That's nice. Do you want to sing it for us? Shall I invite you in and you can sing it for us? There you go. You can't say something like that and then not sing it. Otherwise, little holes. Scottish and Welsh sing better. Well, that's true. The water's swelling on the edge there, creating little whirlpools. I'm on my own again. Xanthoria parietina, do you think? Is there any up there? No. Xanthoria parietina. Well, Xanthoria might be right. Don't know about parietina. Look at the shape there on that part of the bridge. I've moved away now. Steep by steep. Yes. See if we can find some more lichen. There's some moss up there. Quite a bit of moss. I don't have my macro lens with me today. Whoops, that's a bit slippy. The lichen lad, yeah. You know I like Xanthoria maritime anyway. I haven't seen any haps users in my area, no. It's rare to find somebody who uses Periscope here. Never mind haps. Anyway, there's no map. There's no map on haps, so you can't easily find locations. Nice blue sky, yeah. I know, it's fairly warm. I'll show you. It's the first time in months I've been out without my coat on. I do have my hoodie on, but I've only got my hood up for my twin microphones. Yes, it's warm enough to be out without a coat today. It's about 8 degrees, in fact. It's a little bit windy. It's not too bad. Hats is really starting to speed up now, and the comments seem fast. They say they're constantly improving things. They're supposed to have improved the speed of the comments, the lag on the comments. I hope they have done. Hope they are doing. And look practically naked. Well, you can only wish. And after having done the broadcaster's view, that is what the broadcaster sees on the screen. They're now working on what the viewers see. So the viewer experience is the next thing on the list. What they're doing now, apparently, on to Peter and Pablo, working on how the viewer sees what's presented to them. So if you don't like the the way things are presented on screen, like the row of awards and so on, then they're working on that. Nothing on the hoodie. I shall leave that to your speculation, shall I? Again. That's better. Such a tease I am. I am that. Not have I frozen? No, I haven't. Okay. I hear rumbling as if there's another train coming. I guess the road. The sun's coming out. Kinda. Or maybe it's the caravan park. Wonder what that was. How loud is the river compared to my voice? I'm not particularly being loud. The river sounds, pretty loud. And I'm standing there anyway. It's not so bad up here. Not too loud. Okay. Oh, Jess. See the birds up there? Beautiful there. Well, I wouldn't call this particularly beautiful, to be honest. This is kind of post-industrial wasteland as far as I'm concerned. This is, by no means is this the most beautiful part of town. It's a very popular place for dog walking, though. There's a dead vehicle here. What do you think that used to be? It's raining there, lucky you. What do you think that was? Not much of it left, is there? 6 Celsius, it's a little bit warmer here. What was that? Ain't got electricity in Texas. Well, they're pretty backwards in Texas, aren't they? But yes, I've been hearing about that. People have the ability to see beauty in that which is so often deemed not well. Yes, absolutely. Quite correct. Like the bird singing, so do I. This would be a good place for a photo shoot, I think. Up against the wall. You'd have a good photo down there, don't you think? Would you like to see me taking it against the wall? Bet you would. Oh, Sheffield. Welcome. You see the little channel of water there. I'm sure the interesting patterns in the wall will make a good photo. I'm posting my story videos about snow Twitter. About snow Twitter. Oh, snow Twitter, you're right, okay. Yes, I'll be doing that as well. I put some videos on my YouTube about the snow. Just fun. Well, I think it's about time I went back on my way. It's snowing now. It's not snowing here. It won't snow very often in Beirut. Is it lying on the ground? So I'll take you a bit further up. Not in Texas, but I heard it's snowing and cold. Yeah, very cold. -20, they say, which is cold. In Beirut in YouTube, right. Can you see how wet the ground is here? I'd like to visit one day, absolutely. There's a caravan park on the railway line. Really? Squelch, yes. It's squelchy. these? Does anyone know what this plant is? What these pods are? Sickle shaped almost. Side shaped perhaps. People. Go on. Slippy. It's slippy here. Like they're off to enjoy the water, I'm sure. Humans, yes. Actual humans. So there you can get a little bit of a better idea of the shape of the human interference. Now, can we scramble up that, or do I need to take the steps? I think I'll try taking the steps. So it's probably a bigger place for a photo shoot. I don't know if I must ask anyone here about how you give coins. Shall I charge my phone money or using using credit card or debit card? That's how you do it. Apps doesn't use the Apple Store or the Google Play Store for that. And for Visa cards, I can't because they stop at 11. Really? I think it's possible. Don't be sure about this, but it might be possible if you use PayPal. But I don't know if you can or not yet. I think they're going to. You can't send me coins. Ah, well. Never mind. Never mind. You can really eyeball. That's nice of you. There's still buy me a coffee link if you could use that. If you wanted to use that. Haven't been able to buy coins yet. Wow. No PayPal yet. Okay. Yeah. As I say though, I think the most efficient way of rewarding me financially, should you wish to, if you can afford to, and if you want to, all of that. The best way I think is through buymeacoffee.com. It's probably the best way for that. But I'm very, very happy to accept the awards here on Haps. Don't get me wrong. After this up-down in Beirut and explosion, everything was changing in Lebanon. Interesting. What percentage did they take? It's very, very small. It's not like 30%. It's pennies, I believe. It's a very, very small transaction fee that we take. You still get gifts and coins if you haven't registered a card. I don't think I'm not sure if you need to register a card. I'm not sure about that. But you still get the coins. You still, as a viewer, you accumulate coins just through using the app a little bit. A few, anyway. So, Jess, you can send me the few coins that you get just by logging in every day or opening the email every day. Gets some. I'm pleased that we decided to do that. Because as we know with Periscope, if you want to send superhearts to somebody, you have to buy them. But here you can and should buy the coins, but you also just get them as well, just from using the app. So that way, nobody feels left out. You've always got a few to send to people who you like, and you don't have to be using money to buy them. You can just, you just send the ones that you naturally acquire just through using the app, which I think is a really good thing. Um, it's a way to encourage people to use them, of course, but it's also good for people who can't afford to buy them or who don't want to buy them. I think it's actually a very good idea. That. How many steps so far today? I'll have a look in a second. Do you think they will always have free coins? I hope so. I think they will. Let's have a look at my wrist. I have to it's paused at the moment, so I shall unpause it. And does it say the number of steps? It doesn't, but 3.5 kilometers. So that's all right. I'm going to rotate my phone to make it easier for me to walk, I think. We'll walk up the end of the path. Yes, I think it's a very good idea to do that. Such big dogs. And Alsatian with a stick in its mouth. What's that? Good dogs. That's a big stick. Oh, dog. Hello. Signal still good, is it? You're on 5.5 kilometers so far. Well, that's pretty good. I've only done less than half of my walk that I want to do at the moment. Oh yes, isn't it? Down there, the river looks much more calm. If we can zoom in on it, there we go. Much more calm and slow river down there. So you see, even say what's supposedly the same river changes in different places. I'll try to clamber up here, which isn't easy. That's steep. Did one in the early hours. When I tried clambering up here, there's a big dog standing at the top barking at me, which wasn't much fun when I was trying to concentrate on my footing going up there. Pretty narrow there, actually. Look at the shadows. And the owner of the big dog, which is barking at me, had zero control over it. Off the leash, paid no attention to him at all. Oh, that moss. So have we come to a conclusion about whether or not you can step into the same river twice? Have we proved Heraclitus right or wrong? Let's get again. Yeah, well, it was his dog who wasn't paying any attention to him, actually. Taking no notice of the commands. I'll show you the little information panel that's up here. So this up here, all this land here, this is Torwood Lee Tower. So I'll come back to Torwood Lee in a few days, a week or two. The reason is don't step in rivers, although stream is fine. Yes, it's probably sensible. There's lots of snowdrops at Torwood Lee, and it's a very beautiful old tower house, nearly a castle. I've got snowdrops. There's a bit of snow up on the hill there. So I'll show you that in a week or two. Let's see. Well, yes, totally golf course. Totally Brock, but we won't go to the Brock today. Yes, indeed, if you watch that back. So where was I yesterday? I was there. So we ended up at Abbotsford yesterday, but we started off about, where's the bridge? We started about here, so we ended up walked along the river there, and then all the way to Abbotsford. Yes, there's where we started off. It's a good distance. Anyway, right, I shall disappear because we've seen the river now, and we've emerged from it onto the path. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for your comments and your philosophies, your thoughts. Do the cows and sheep ever have raves in the field at night? I haven't seen them do this. Well, no, because it's dark in the fields. They might do. I haven't seen any. They go ram raving. Right, on that note, thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. Cheery bye, everyone. Thanks for watching on Haps and Periscope and YouTube. See you all later. Bye.